Hey everyone. So I promised you all that I would be doing a labor and delivery story, and so here we go. I actually just got home from the hospital early this afternoon today, and I went into the hospital at Monday at 5:45 in the morning. To start off, I was past my due date. I was due on August 1st, and I went to 41 weeks and 1 day pregnant. So actually on Monday the 9th, I was supposed to be induced at 5 p.m. if I didn't go into labor on my own. Well, at 3 o'clock that morning, I started feeling contractions, and they were consistent. And then, like I said, I kind of labored at home for a little bit, and then we were on our way to the hospital, and we got to the hospital around 5:45 in the morning. When I arrived at the hospital, I was already 4 centimeters dilated, so they, took me up to the labor and delivery room and everything like that, and, got admitted and stuff, and my contractions were like 2 to 3 minutes apart. Relatively, my labor was going pretty easily, and I was handling the contractions fine and breathing through them. When I hit about 5 centimeters dilated, I used the birthing ball in the room and also the jacuzzi tub and stuff to relax me for my contractions. And then they started getting, a lot sooner and quicker and faster and more intense. Well, my doctor came into the room and she broke my water, and right after she broke my water, the pain became so unbearable, and the contractions started to come a lot harder and faster, closer together, and lasting a lot longer. So the nurse asked me if I wanted an epidural, and at first, my whole plan was to do it 100% natural, and I didn't want an epidural. Well, like I said, the pain was so unbearable, and the last time I was checked, I was 6 centimeters, and so I said, yes, give me the epidural. After they gave me the epidural, she checked me, and I was almost 9 centimeters dilated. So I wish that they would have checked me before, because I was that far dilated already. I could have probably done it without having an epidural at all. The hardest part about the epidural was sitting still through the contractions, not moving while they put the needle in your spine. But it actually wasn't that bad. The IV that they put in your hand, to me, was a lot worse. So I get to 10 centimeters and I start pushing. And well, she broke my water around like 9:30 in the morning, and then a couple hours went by. I was fully dilated. I was pushing for like 3 hours, and not much was happening. Josh and, my mom and stuff, they were holding my legs and while I was pushing and everything, and I got to the point where you could see his head, but he would not come down enough to go like through that underpass of my pubic bone to crown, for his head to crown, so they could see the baby's head, but it was like stuck basically. So for hours and hours I was pushing, and I was remaining at the same spot with, Jacob's head not wanting to come all the way through my pelvic bone. So then my doctor came in and she said the word C-section, and I started to really freak out, and I was upset, and my family, everybody was worried. I did not want to get a C-section. So we tried another position for laboring, which is where, I got up on all fours just to see if the baby would, drop down, and still, there was nothing. Hey, baby.
Hey.
I'm doing my video. You want to say hi to the camera?
No, just...
He's too shy. Anyways, so on all fours, I didn't get really anywhere either, so they checked again, and like I said, I was fully dilated, pushing for hours, and wasn't getting anywhere. So I had to get a C-section. We got ready for the C-section and everything, and I had to get a spinal block that numbed me from chest all the way down. I was completely numb. Only one person was allowed back there with me, and of course that was, that was Josh. And I was really nervous and, really scared and everything. But everything went great. The surgery went great. The incision is only about like this big, and it's right where my bikini area is. So once that heals, I can still wear a two-piece. Jacob was born at 7:21 p.m. on the 9th. So he was born on 8/9/10 at 7:21 p.m. and he was 8 pounds, 7 ounces, and 22 inches long. So he's a lot bigger than she estimated that he would be. And as soon as I, saw him when she showed me him, right when he came out of me, I just started bawling. I lost it. And just to hear that first cry and everything to reassure me that he was okay, it was amazing. And she showed me him, and I was just laying there, and he's so beautiful. He's so perfect. 10 fingers, 10 toes. He was just too big for me. So she said that my uterus was too small and his head was too big to push through. But it's crazy because it's like I went through it all. I went through, laboring for 16.5 hours, and fully dilated, pushing for hours, and then having to end up getting a C-section. But everything went great, like I said. We just prayed everything would, and it did. And my recovery time is going to be longer because, cesarean versus vaginal. But I got both the effects, definitely. And it's crazy that I went through that for my first pregnancy. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, that everything is good and everything's okay, and I'm doing great. A little bit of pain, but that's expected. And Jacob is just wonderful and precious, and I'm going to show you guys to him. So here, I'll get the camera and show you. He's sleeping right now, but maybe another video when I do some more updates with you guys, hopefully he'll be awake. But okay, I'm going to show you Jacob. So here he is, you guys. That's little Jacob Matthew. Hi, Jacob. He is sleeping. He's snoozing. He's so precious. I just love him. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Any questions or anything I left out, or I don't know if I left out, just let me know, okay, and I'll answer your guys' questions. Alright, I'll talk to you later. God bless you all. Bye-bye.